program is intended for immature audiences.
This is a journey into the Northern Union Vape Show.
When we die, no need to cry, just revel in the times gone by. Oh, when we die, we go up so high, so free. Oh, when I die, oh, maybe I will realize how fast time flies. Oh, when I die, oh, maybe I will see. I'm gonna go write a million songs, if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight. 'Cause that'll be the life. I'm gonna go write a million songs, if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight. 'Cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life.
Welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It is a Sunday night and it's time for a little bit of a chatting. There is only me and Steve tonight, so you just have to put up with us. Josh is in the parade from, if you didn't see it today, he was in the parade from the Isle of Wight. They had a lot of people over dressed up, big festival thing, so he was in the parade there, so he couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. But I'm sure he'll be back at some point, at some near future, when he finally gets a bus, a train, a plane, a boat, and whatever it is back over there. But I'm sure he'll be on at some point in time. So I hope you're all right out there. I hope you're all right. I hope you enjoyed your 4 days off if you haven't been working. It's been a bit like that, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So yeah, it's going to be really short, what we're vaping on, but I'll start with Steve. What are you vaping on, my friend?
I've got my usual N.U.V.S Pro wire ice launcher with some Cyber Rabbit radon. Love that stuff. And then I've got the Vaporesso Gen 200 with the Clemheld 2 tank. And I've got some Rebel and Bogan plum job inside of that.
Plum job.
Plum job, friends.
Plum job.
And that is it for me, sir. What are you vaping on?
Well, I am on, first of all, I'm on the Aegis Max with the Arbiter 2 on top. And inside that, I've got some lemon bar from
nice,
Neon
eh?
Sauce.
Yeah.
Get yourself some lemon bar from Neon Sauce. It's very nice. I'm also on the Drag 3 with the Crown 4 on top. They decided to buy myself because it was only £6.49, so I treated myself to a little tank. And inside that, I've got some jammy from e-liquid flavours, which is just jam. Strawberry, that one is. And I'm also on the Aegis Solo with the Arbiter Solo on top. And inside that, I've got some RY Benny Ho.
My Benny Ho.
Benny Ho, which is just some RY4 with a little bit of cream in it. That made myself just a little mouth to lunger. So that is me. So there you go. I told you we were going to be quick, didn't I? We ain't got a massive amount of people on. So, yeah, what we're going to do is we will see who is in chat. Would you care to do participants, please, Steve?
Participants, we have A Up My Duck. Good evening, sir.
Hey, open it up.
We have
Hey,
Teach
that, look.
Darts. We have Freerider Vapor. Good evening. We have Grateful Ant. We have Kev Whitton. We have Lynn Smith. We have Mark H. Good evening, sir. Mogway Vapes. We have Mr. Net Bright in there. Good evening, Graham. Nikki Maynard. Good evening. And Vapor Queen Becky. Let's just pop out of participants and see who is there. Come on. There we go. I think that is it. Vaping Snowman and someone called John. I think, and Dave Lloyd was in earlier. John Vaping Joker as well. Good evening. I think that is it for now.
Exactly. I do. I need pugs to bulk out my buffet.
Yeah.
I could bulk it out myself with the amount of stuff I've got, to be fair. You know what I mean? But I won't be sat here vaping on everything. That is my thing.
Yeah,
do you know what I
exactly.
mean? If you had 50 million stuff on my desk, I wouldn't vape it all. I've got stuff on my desk. I've got shit everywhere. Do you know what I mean? But I don't vape it all. I could show you a load of disposables. Oh, that's TJ's. I told you we were running behind. He'll be on in shortly.
Go on,
Chaps,
Josh.
He says he'll be on shortly. He's running behind. It's because I told you he's been at festival. He's been on the parade today. I told you.
Gay
that,
Pride,
didn't
was it?
I? Yeah. Well, that's what Net says. He went on LBGQ STUVW plus
YMCA,
YMCA. Yeah, he's just fucking. He started off as LBC, didn't it, or LB, whatever it is, and then it's just gone massive now. It's like a full alphabet. Yes, told you LGBTQ plus. Yeah, I think it's longer than that now. I think it's more than that now. So yeah, if you didn't see, I don't know if you noticed last week, Steve, there was a little bit of a celebrity in chat last week in our comments.
Oh, I didn't notice.
No, you didn't notice. You see, in the comments last week, we was talking about Mr. Phil Basado, and he dropped a comment in and said, I am approachable, get in touch with us, be out short. So I went to reply and the message had gone. But Craig D said that he got in touch with him and said, jump on it, lads. So I'm like, well, I'm trying it, but no, it's there. And then we got, is it LV, whatever it is, the two lads that do it have really good audio. The two guys sit across from each other.
Yeah.
They jumped on the comments as well. I felt like we were a bit of a rock stars last week, to be honest with you, mate. We were great. Look at it. But when I went to do comments, it's gone. It's disappeared. So, Mr. Phil Basado, if you can let me know how we'll get in touch with you, it'd be fantastic. But thank you, Craig. Craig D.
That'd be awesome to get him on.
It would. It'd be absolutely awesome. No offence meant, if you are watching this, no offence meant that I said that I didn't think you were approachable. I just felt that I couldn't come over because he just didn't look interested.
Yeah. I think he was quite busy as well then, Peck and Marshall. So.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I didn't want to approach him. But it looks, it's hard to explain. It's vape famous, exactly. Geez, vape famous. For 1 second in my life, we were vape famous, Steve. We're like woo. I thought we'd made it to big time.
Yeah.
All we need is.
I mean, all serious, like we were just saying now, if we could get.
I would. I'll definitely try.
I'd love to be able to chat to him and that. So
yeah, I'll definitely try. See if I can get in touch with him and see if we can get him on the show. Him and maybe Dimmy as well. See if we can get him on the show. But it's just knowing how to
approach him. I'll get hold of them.
Yeah, he says I'm going to take that shovel off you. The hole is deep enough. Well, if you're going to dig it, you might as well dig it deep, aren't you? To be fair, you can always get a ladder to climb back out. Talk about digging holes. I've been digging holes this week on Thursday. I put my mum. My mum's getting quite unsteady on her feet, so I've put a handrail up in the back garden so she doesn't fall. So I was digging holes and putting posts in so I could do a little thing. So yeah. But yeah. So have you been up to over this long ass week end?
Well, me myself. Like last night, me and the missus had a night in with a few snacks and watched the Jubilee party down in London, which is all right. And then today, my aunt over in Solihull was having a family get together and that, and it was stroke my cousin's daughter's 14th birthday, so it was a good excuse to go over and see the Flam of Lambs. That was quite good. Apart from the weather being shit, so we had to all be indoors instead of that. But the good side to that is my uncle does an absolutely cracking curry.
All right.
So that was nice. And then he'd been to there's a nice Indian shop in Birmingham, and they've been there for fucking donkey's years, and they do some absolutely cracking samosas. So we went and got a load of them in and stuff like that. So. Yeah, so fill my belly today, over in there.
Very nice.
Bit of a catch up with the family, so that was good.
Yeah, no. Rasper, yeah, mate, I did see, you had a photo too. It was just perspective that when I was there, I'm not saying it wasn't, I'm just saying that, it just looked, that, it's hard to explain. If I could show you, you're just busy all the time, and when I walked past, it wasn't that, I'm shy as it is. And I don't like going over to people. If they don't sort of make eye contact with me, I'm not gonna sort of acknowledge.
You probably just caught him that time. He's been
rushed off his feet.
Busy all day. They're literally that second. He's just sat down to go. like
Yeah,
that. You walk past.
I've walked past and gone, oh, fuck.
Yeah, so
Do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying he wasn't. I just I'm not.
yeah,
the...
because when I got there, on
yeah,
Friday,
there goes the ladder. Yeah, just pull a fucking ladder from me, boss. Ask me why.
when I got there on the Friday, I went straight to the back where they got the couple of food stalls, and I went to get a coffee. And they Phil and Dimitri, they were in the queue in front of me.
All
And
right.
how they've always they're bouncing off each other, having a bit of a laugh with each other. That's like they would like that in the queue. So I think that's not for the cameras. That's just they're genuinely really good buddies, and that. So
Yeah. Nicky Man, I went to watch Top Gun. Was it good? Because I've heard really good things about it.
yeah,
Top Gun.
I think Ian went to see it the other night, and he said he really enjoyed it. So
Right.
yeah.
So I'm a bit like that. Duck says the thing is people look busy. You don't want to interrupt. Exactly. Speak to Brent on Friday Expo because he was having a meeting. I knew I'd meet him at some point, so I left him to it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I thought they might have walked around, and I could have thought, and they didn't seem to move away from Innikin's store much. Do you know what I mean? And so.
It was. I was telling one of my cousins today because he watches a few of my videos and that, and I was on about. I said compared to when I last went to Vape Expo, the last one before the all the lockdown and all this kicked off. I didn't know anybody this standard, and this time round I was walking around chatting to people, and I said it was a surreal moment where there was you, me, Brent, and Bogan just standing there chatting. And I said to my cousin, I said it was so weird. In my head, I'm going, "Fuck, I'm just standing here having a chat with Brent and Bogan." It was just like weird as hell. Oh, here he is.
There he is. Have you got back from Gay Pride?
I was
You were at Queen's Festival today. I saw you back on little Isle of Wight trolley going past.
Have you still got your leather hot pants on?
I think he wasn't level up. He was dressed up as Mother Hubbard. That's what he was dressed up as.
Got the old cracky bottoms on. Sorry, because my mum just bought an iPad today, and she don't know how to use it. I was like,
Old people in technology, like
Yeah.
you call my mum old?
and it's like when I FaceTime my mum and dad, whenever they do decide to do it, all you do is get a view of up the nostril and the ceiling. It's just like, no, bring the camera. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. Nicky Maynard says it was good, worth a watch. And Craig D, let me know how I can get in touch with him, and I will get in touch with him and see if I can, whether it's an email or whatever. Mike Angel, all right, how I can get in touch with him, and I'll approach him and see if I can get him on. Yeah. So CG, what are you vaping on?
I'm just popping out chat. Bear with me 2 seconds. Nearly got it.
No problems.
That side.
Well, as your mates with Brent and that, have a word so you can get Bogan on.
Yeah, it's early though, isn't it? It's early.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, very.
and it's a Sunday, so I'm guessing they'll have work.
Yeah, it's
Won't
true.
they? Do you know what I mean? So,
All right, I'm ready now, I think. Right, so I have a no idea what the fuck this is. Argus GT. There we go, from Vupu. The Arbiter sitting on top of there, the Arbiter 2 with some Unreal 3.
Your nice gay colours there.
Unreal 3, mango and passion fruit.
very nice. Very
There we
nice.
go. Very nice stuff. The fuck's that? Yes, how are we?
All right. How are you? Long time no speak to.
Yeah, I know. Oh, fucking hell. I know. It's been a while. How did you enjoy the? I was about to say the festival. Then it's not a festival. Is it?
Festival.
Expo.
It was nice to meet people, mate. It was nice to meet people. It was nice to, Shrek says, I'm sure Benny was getting his 10k running. I want, mate. Yeah, every time he saw me, I was somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Brent probably be all right to come on, which we've had Brent on before, but I will get him on again. We're on about Bogan, see if we can get him on, but I don't know if we will. But yeah, it was good. It was good to meet people. It was very much a pod fest. There wasn't a lot of alt else there, mate. There were a few.
I thought it would be.
Yeah, it wasn't very massive. It wasn't big neither. You could walk. Me and Steve walked around it, and we'd done, haven't we, mate? On Friday, and we'd walked around most of it in probably about an hour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We were sort of.
I've noticed on Vapor Expo's Facebook page, they're asking people what they thought of it, blah blah blah, and the amount of people that put in there how pissed off they were that there was that much disposables and there wasn't much ways of juice and hobby side of it. So I think they're gonna have a look into that. But
yeah, we all expected it to be pods. Do you know what I mean? But probably about 60-40, and it won't.
Yeah.
It were like, see you later, Shrek.
that 90-10.
90-10, wasn't it? Yeah, basically that's what. There wasn't even that much juice, to be honest with you.
No, there wasn't really. No.
So yeah, it would have been like that.
I suppose maybe the juice companies thought, well, nobody's going to be able to taste them because obviously they've got to be a bit careful with COVID.
But I mean, a few of them were. They're doing all the, them little rubbery silicon drip tips and that sort of thing, which they've done before in the past.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hi, chat, by the way. I've seen a few people say hi.
But I think it's the first one since the lockdown, whether a few are a little bit dubious about it, and whether come October or next May they'll all be back to a few more ones to come. I think
maybe.
as well, a few of them, I've seen it in the past where come the May one, a few companies aren't there because quite closely afterwards you've got the one in Germany.
There's a lot. The thing is, there's a lot because Brent's was doing London. He's in Portugal at the moment. It's Brent.
Yeah.
And then we're going back to London. Then he were flying out to Stockholm.
Yeah.
But in between that, there's another one in Spain at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, in Madrid,
Yeah, so you've got Expo UK, Expo Spain, then you've got the one at Stuttgart, and they're all next door to each other. It's too close. But
I've noticed some of the ones that are normally at Birmingham Expo, like Aspire, Asmodus, Dinner Lady, and a couple of others that weren't at the Birmingham one, are all at the Hall of Vape.
Yeah.
Like maybe come October when there's not much else going on, then that's when they'll all pile down. It's not a bigger show anyway.
I think there's Stuttgart's on. I've got a spot now. Spot. I think there's one 2 weeks after in Germany as well.
Is there?
After Expo.
Spurgo, hello.
Good evening, Ian.
Ian. I'm not sure whether that was Ian, Sam, or.
I did see Sam on that lot. I did see Sam.
Yeah.
And I said, give a wave to Josh because we were talking to Big Bold. Is it Big Bold or Big whatever the
Big
new
Bold,
one? That's just I
I
don't have a problem with disposables. The problem with disposables was when you was there wasn't really selling anything. Do you know what I mean? Because it were more of like they were showing stuff. Do you know what I mean? They were, and they were all like rebranded of the same stuff with their juice in.
I mean, like we were saying that me, Ian, and the wife, we went to one, and we tried me and Ian tried about 3 or 4 different ones. Oh, and my wife did as well. And then she goes, "Oh, these aren't available in the UK at the moment. They're only, to buy from China." And then we looked at the description of it as we were walking away. And it turns out, if we worked it out correctly, they were 50 milligram.
Yeah.
So then as we're walking away, we suddenly all went, and all our legs suddenly went all a bit jelly. We're like, we're not going to vape on anything for about 20 minutes otherwise.
Craig's saying that it's easier for Asian companies if all they expose. Yeah, I suppose it is because they're just going bang, bang, bang out there. And I think a lot of companies had a problem with visas getting in.
Yeah.
I think Watofo, I think Lost Vape, their stuff didn't turn up. They said they were going to turn up on Monday. Didn't turn up the Friday. Said it'd turn up Saturday. Said, "Oh, we'll deliver it on Monday." I'm like, well, that's no fucking good to us, pal. Do you know what I mean? So, but it was Josh. It was that. It was a little bit, but it was nice to meet everybody. It was nice to meet everyone and people that I'm not seen and not met, like Stevie and do you know what I mean? And you see him on show, Flat Cap, Little Bro and. TVP, M8 TVP, and Brent. I'm probably not going to see him again. Do you know what I mean? I maybe do if he comes in October. Bogan, I met them. We had a drip beer with him on Friday night. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was nice to be sort of bunny.
You won up me there. You've actually met him in person. I
met him in person. Had a beer with him.
It was nice to speak to him like that because when I've met him before on Bogan. It's one of those. It's a queue of about 20 people. Then you've managed to get in quickly, and then you couldn't really have a proper stand there and chat with him. Whereas we did on the Friday, like I said, it was just the 4 of us standing there, and that was really nice. He's a nice bloke, Bogan, and Brent. Brent's a nice bloke. He got me with the because I've got my press pass, and he says press, and he's gone boop, and I was like,
yeah. Mackenzie didn't realise when I tried fitting my gun, I had the shakes, nausea, went white, and thought I was going to puke. Yeah, that's the only problem when you're tooting on them. You know, you think they're 20 milligram and they're not the 50.
Yeah, I think we'd realised beforehand we wouldn't have tried like 3 or 4 of them, right? You know. Hey, this is all right. You try this one.
Hey, we got a free fell in my back for a case out of Lost Vape. Can't complain. The problem with Lost Vape was that apparently, because I've met the guy who was running the stall before at the expo. He has a shop in Bradford. And I've talked to him before. So I went over. I didn't recognise on Monday, on the Friday when I was there. I saw, when you recognise someone and you're trying to work out who it is. And then I worked out it were on the Saturday. I worked out with him, so I went over. I had a chat. Oh mate, he said, oh yeah. He says apparently what happened was they had some DNA 250s, and someone gave them all out to the friends and family. So the stops giving everything out. They had reviewer samples and all sorts. Good evening. So, yeah, that Scott Wood says. Scott says I was amazed there was no show offers on. I literally bought nothing. No, there was no show offers. That was the other thing. Normally you go for the bargains, you might get a little bit off. And like I say, I bought the Ripsaw, which I've got a little tale for that in a minute. I bought the Ripsaw, but I paid going rate for it. Do you know what I mean? In fact, it's less on Vaping 101 than I paid at Expo.
It's about 47 on Evolution.
It's 42 on Vaping 101.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, which, I'll tell you about that. I got it out. I was showing lads on Mixing Show. I said, I've got this. And Tim Avicula said, what's it like? So I took it out, let him have a look. And I'm like, because the pin looks really short on it, to be honest with you. But this is a squonk pin. There's another pin in there to change. It comes with a squonk pin pre-installed. So I thought, I'll get it out and change. So I got the Allen key out of it, put it in the middle of it, started turning it out. And I'm like, it's coming loose. And then something dropped on the floor. And I'm like, fuck, what have I dropped? What have I dropped? I can't find out what have I dropped. Got them on hands and knees trying to find it. Picking bits up. Is it this? No, the fucking hell. Oh, bollocks. Messaged Brent and said on Instagram, look mate, I told her what's dropped out, let me know. And then I found it, it's a plug. It's a little Allen key plug that blocks off the squonk pin.
Oh God.
So I thought I'd fucked it. And it was just a little plug that plugs it off. I'm like, thank fuck for that.
Well, so something to show you. I haven't seen it. I've had an interview.
All right, yeah.
So I left Domino's. When was it?
Have you left?
About a week ago, week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Papa
John's.
Undisclosed job, but got my uniform.
Oh.
So
you're working at Papa John's now?
Tomorrow. Eh?
Papa John's.
Papa John's. No, I've moved away from
well done, mate. Well done. You could see the arm, mate. I could see the arm.
You can see the arm?
Yeah. Ocado.
I'll show you, shall I? Entirely not sponsored. And
It's a place... Oh, I'll let Josh show you.
Eh?
That's right.
Go on.
Don't want to steal your thunder.
Well done, mate.
There you go.
How much is it? It's
£1. Fuck off.
Well done. No, congratulations for getting a new job, mate. Is it full time?
It's 16 hours, purely only on the basis that my partner needs to work. So she brings home most of the money. So
right,
fit hours around what she does and that. So yeah,
left
Domino's after 3 years.
Well, at least you'll have options to get it overtime if you need overtime. Well, you'll be able to cover shifts and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I know the manager as well, so hopefully progression soon.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Mark H was saying Ripsaw is beating the Asgard on flavour.
Yeah, very nice.
Mark,
yeah, if you did want to buy stuff at Expo, then some companies are more expensive. So the Steam Crave Squonk kit was £65 on eSig one. It's 57. Yeah, if you did want to buy stuff, then you're walking for a deal, then you weren't going to get a deal. You weren't going to get any deals there at all, which normally you do, don't you? You know, you think it's an expo, you think it's, they'd bring, you know, a show special, it's, you know, an RDA for 50 quid.
Yeah, they've normally done that though. A lot of the places saying, "Oh yeah, this is a special show price."
Marino, hey, question. What do you think about the Smock Mag P3? I haven't got it. I've not seen it. To be fair, the cheap and cheerful. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you buy
like the original mag, then
yeah, it's like anything, isn't it? If you can go out and buy a Rolls Royce, or you can go out and buy a three-wheeler car. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. It's whatever your budget is. If you think it for the Smock one, they're not bad. Some of the Smock stuff that I got, the newer stuff, when I was reviewing for them, it wasn't bad, to be honest with you.
Do you know what? Most of what I bought back in sort of 2016, 2017 was Smock. It was pretty much, they were really popular back then as well, like really popular.
Sorry.
Yeah, so they are good, solid kits. I mean, the mods are okay. Don't rate the tanks much though.
No, I wouldn't. If you're going for the, like I say, I've had some and they're not too bad. You know, they're not the best thing in the world, mate. They're not crap. They're the bottom end. They're the bottom end of a very long line of things.
They are as mainstream as you can get.
Yes,
I think they've got a bad reputation. I think lately they have started to bring out some half decent stuff lately, but yeah.
John the Vaping Joker says Smock Mag is good. I had the D barrel. That's all right. D barrel quite nice. That's sort of same. Exactly. Smock stuff isn't too bad now. It is. They've all progressed. It's all right. You know, if your budget can afford something better, then you can get something better. If it can't, then stick with Smock stuff. You know, you're not going to go wrong.
Whoever does the trick and whatever you need out of it. I mean, like my wife, she bought when it came out, the U-Well and Chuck U tank. Yeah. And she's still using it now.
Exactly.
I mean, another company has a bad reputation, Vupu. I mean, they sort of, but they make really decent stuff. But they got
coils. It's the coils that get me on Vupu.
I've never used a Vupu tank. I've always just gone for their mods.
It says a bunch of people say to me, "Buy the Smock XPIV. What do you think?" Same again. It's not a bad one. XPIV. I haven't had. I think some people even chatted probably had XPIV.
Isn't that an old?
They brought a new one out. XPIV.
Right.
You know. Yes, so like I say, I haven't tried it, so I can't comment on it. But if it's all like everything else, the chip will work. It's not going to last you for years. No. It's probably going to last you, you know, maybe a year.
Yeah,
and then you might find it conks out. But you're not paying
the paint,
top dollar
they're
for
always
it.
known for the paint chipping off as well, aren't they?
I had that with the original Alien. Towards the end of me using that original Alien, all the paint disappeared.
Yeah.
Because it was that flaky.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not gonna, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Don't be put off. You know, if people say, if you've got people, friends that are using them, take it on them and see what you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like everything. It is, but it's like everything that you're gonna buy. Don't expect it to last you years, because they're not. They're not made to last years. They're not made to last, you know.
Well, that's
exactly. Smock Nord 2 is a pocket banger. Exactly. Smock Nord 2. I've got one of them. That's a cracking little bit of kit. I think Shrek's just got the RPM 5 Pro thing from, you know, and he says it's all right. You know.
Is it me or do I look yellow?
Yeah, your background.
Yes, you do look yellow. You do look yellow. You look like you've got jaundice. You look like you lost a lot of weight, mate. To be fair, I think I've gained yours and you've lost it.
Yeah, it's I've been. Oh, I look grey there. I'm trying to fiddle with me settings while I talk. I've lost.
Oh, okay, pile there.
I've lost about 2 stone. Just under 2 stone. No, I can't fix it. I
want something that can do good clouds, and it survives 1 to 2 years. Well, I'd go for, like, say, maybe a Lost Vape. if you can afford. It depends on your budget. Depends on your budget. Clouds wise, that all goes on. It doesn't go on the mod. It goes on what tank you're using and what coils you're using. Whether you're going for pre-made coils, where you're going for tank, where you're going for stock coils. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, Jason. Bill says, calling something with a battery in it, pocket banger, may not be the way to describe them, but true, yeah. Swamp Thing picked up the Subox DNA 60 this week. Not too bad, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That look better?
You look blue now. Little bee, little blue, little blue. So, I tell you what, I did get an email this week off of a company. We are a disposable company. This is the prices for our 2mm. This is the price for our black market 3,500 puff.
Black market, fucking hell.
Yes. Smart Rigel, yeah, that's cheap. You can pick that up cheap as chips. That's not bad for 21,700, to be honest with you. But yeah, I got an email. Black market. This is our black market disposable.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, well,
That
like,
would be
you're
a pocket
kidding me.
banger.
Yeah, you're saying to me, this is the TPD version, but we can sell you these ones that are a black market. I'm like, you're kidding me, pal. You're kidding me.
Yeah. And delete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't get a response anyway because they're trying to sell me something.
Yeah.
Oh, no one knows this. My iPhone broke.
Yeah.
And I took it into EE, and they said, "Oh, we'll have to send it away." So I thought, I'll be without a phone then. And they said, "No, we got some loan phones." So I thought, "Oh, great!" I thought, iPhone 8 or iPhone 7 or something like that. So I went in the back, bought it out, and
Samsung.
I'll give you a Samsung.
I'm like, you bastards.
He says, so my budget is not really a problem. Problem is that I don't know so good what to pick. Go for Drag 3 is not too bad. Dual battery 18650. It depends if you want to use batteries or you want an inbuilt battery. We need to know that. Lost Vape, Geek Vape, Vaporesso. Geek Vape stuff's alright. Few people are putting stuff in for you, mate. Just have a look. They're all saying that what they've got, so it's not too bad. It depends. There's chips in it and things like that. We need to know sort of, are you going to go, do you want a built-in battery? Have you got a battery charger? Because you're going to have to buy a battery charger. That's the other thing. You have to buy a battery charger. You're going to have to buy some 18650 batteries or 21700 batteries.
Dovpo for chips are really good as well.
Yeah.
Really, really good chips. Vaporesso has some good chips as well, actually.
Yeah, you could get, like I say, Vaporesso Gen.
Yeah,
the older one's quite nice. The new one's quite nice. Well, except from Steve's didn't work. The block.
I think it was the only person I know that's had one of these and broke.
Yeah.
Since I've had this new one back, it's been as good as gold. And that.
Yeah,
it is a cracking little mod. I mean,
my missus
look a bit later on for the bargains, and we'll see.
Yeah, my missus has got one now. She's got the pink one.
Oh, the Gen 2.
Yeah, she loves it.
So yeah, did you watch Dovepot Chips Are Good? Swamp Thing saying, some people are telling you which ones to get. Take a pick out of them. Have a look and see which. Watch a few reviews. Watch a few reviews on a mod. Do you want single? Do you want dual? Do you want inbuilt or do you want external built battery? And then just look. There's loads of reviews on YouTube that you can say. Of exactly what country you're in. That'll be another thing. As Aunt Duck says. No, we might be saying easy devices get over here, but in your country you can't get them. All depends on what you want and where you are in the world. So yeah.
Sorry, totally different subject. I didn't realise until the other day that old Lester Pickett had died.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, apparently his funeral's this week on Wednesday at 20 to 1. Sorry, let's get that in. My dad sent it, but I thought, is he joking? And I did have a look, and he has died. Like, but
That'd be a small box, wouldn't
yeah.
it? So he wants external batteries. So yeah, you've got a few there. You've got the Lost Vape. You know, it depends where you are as well. Sort of to what you might not be able to get hold of. So Smok might be the only thing that you can get hold of, mate.
Yeah, and like Benny said, you will have to buy a couple of 18650 batteries and a charger for it. Otherwise, you'll get a few days use of it and you're buggered.
Yep.
Oh, it's from Luxembourg. We didn't know it's from Luxembourg, so you will be able to get through more things. So you will be able to get. Dave Lloyd's just put in my 2 cents, either the Aegis Legend or the Aegis X.
Yeah, Geek Vape.
Yeah. Get the Legend. That'll be going cheap where you are as well. You can also order online to Luxembourg.
Even the Legend 2 is about a year old now, isn't it? Something like that. So that'll be going cheapish.
Yeah. You could probably get them delivered from UK, to be fair. Don't know what postage it'll be.
I know Evolution, they do with a lot of countries, and that same they have a lot, like Benny said, it depends on how much they're going to charge for international.
So there you go, you got a few that's there. So you want external batteries, probably get 2 dual external battery if you want it. Like I say, there's Drag 3, there's a Felima, there is the Geek Vape ones, the Aegis Legends. Some people had a problem with the thing that slides up and down, turn it on and off, but they're probably, there's also, there's loads, there's quite a few. Obi-Wan is a good watch. They should have made a movie. I haven't watched it yet. I've just finished off Stranger Things.
Yeah, we finished watching it.
It was slow starting, wasn't it? It was fucking slow. It didn't start getting going until the 7th episode.
But we started watching that. But on 1st of July, there's two more episodes.
Oh, is there? I thought they were only doing 7.
I thought they'd left it a little bit odd.
GWAR21, that's another one. GWAR21's good. That's 21700. That's a nice little mod. Quite a few people say that they're quite good. Chair's got one. He loves that. So yeah, try that. There's a new GWAR 18 coming out by Vape, so you'll be able to get that as well. But GWAR 21, yeah, that's another. Could be a bit more battery life for 21700 rather than an 18650. But yeah, I've got to watch Obi-Wan because I do fancy it.
It is quite good, yeah. I've been enjoying it.
I have fancied it. But like I say, I've just watched Strange Things. Yeah, it's a Zeus, yeah. So Aegis Legend 2 or the Aegis X Zeus. Yes, it is a Zeus. You can get it as a kit. It comes with the Zeus tanks, which are pretty good if you want to do big clouds. Mike Haynes says you get the GWAR 21 off Amazon. There you go.
I didn't know they sold.
Yeah, the same vape gear. Yeah, Amazon. Yeah.
They were a bit.
No, you've just got to be in. You've just got to be in to get it because they've got to see your ID.
Right. You mean like logged in?
No, into your house when they come around to your house.
Right.
You've got to be into your house.
Right.
Yeah.
Duck saying I would recommend the Legend 2 over the X. I didn't particularly like the X, to be fair. It's all right. It's not a bad little mod. I haven't had the Legend 2, but people seem to enjoy that one. It's not as rugged as the others. Big screen on the X, nice screen on it. Scratches really easy.
Didn't the Legend 2 have a metal body instead of a sort of a rubbery?
Yeah, no problems, mate. Yeah, it's got rubber on it, but it's not like that aircraft. It's not like these ones where I could drop that and it'd bounce all over the place. It's more like like this sort of metal, a bit more thinner, a bit more. No problems. Like I say, no problems, mate. No problems.
Did any of you watch? Sorry, going off subject of vaping completely. Did you guys watch Moon Knight?
I did. I did watch Moon Knight. Yes.
What did you think?
I thought it was all right.
I thought it got better towards the end. Once I knew what the fuck was happening.
It's a bit confusing. I was sat there watching it, going, "What the?"
Yeah. No, I thought it was quite good. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That was another one that didn't sort of. Because I couldn't work out why I become Moon Knight, why he got different person. I knew he'd got personality disorder, I knew that, but I couldn't work out how he became Moon Knight till it showed you in I think it was like the 4th episode.
Yeah.
And I'm totally confused up till 4th episode, to be honest with you,
I was
mate.
watching an interview with the is it Oscar Isaac, his name?
Oscar Isaac, yeah.
Yeah, all the bits in London, he's walking around.
Yeah.
It was all filmed in LA. That's all green screen, so he wasn't didn't film any of it in London.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Did look like it though, didn't it?
Yeah. No, but it's just going back to like Obi-Wan. I think that when it came out, the first 2 episodes come out, and then there's a third one. So I watched the first 3 the other day. I thought quite enjoyed it. If you're into Star Wars, obviously.
Yeah, you got to be in a Star Wars to watch it. But like I say, I haven't. That's another thing that I want. Like I say, I've just done Stranger Things. I don't know how much they'll squeeze more out of it. I don't think there's going to be many more series after this one. To be honest with you,
I always look on that. Is it IMDb? The movie database, and it's got down for season 5.
Right.
I think, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. Anybody fancying the new Elvis movie?
No, I've seen the trailers for it, and I'm like,
I think it looks ace.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go see it.
Sorry, yeah, I'm just looking on here. Yeah, episode. Yeah, they are doing a 5th series. On the Stranger Things, when they go in to see what's his name, Victor, in the mental hospital in Stranger Things, the 2 girls they go.
Yes.
I saw the bloke and thought, I recognise that. So go back, and it was Robert England. Freddie
there's a few nods. Don't spoil it for everybody. There's a few nods to films and things that are linked in. It says, please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks the way, but bunch of people like to smoke puff, but I don't understand why. My opinion is like putting money on the trash. Yeah, mate, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's just burning money. Especially at the price they are now. Bloody hell. You can pay nearly 20 quid for a pack of 20 fags, can't you, or something?
I don't know. It's been years since I bought some.
No, like I say, it's been years since I've bought, but...
Grateful, and the next Star Wars, they're bringing out another one again, another series, mini-series on Disney this year.
Disney loves to milk everything, don't they?
Yeah. I've still got to watch Morbius. I haven't watched that yet.
Is that out yet to watch?
Yeah.
It is on Dodgy Box.
Right.
And I haven't watched Multiverse of Madness yet.
Oh,
that's quite good. That's good. Yeah.
And I've still wanting to watch The Batman. Started watching it, didn't really get into it, so I left it.
People are raving about it. It's one of those things where you either love it or you hate it, kind of thing. You can't be in the middle. Especially with comic book things, you either love it or you hate it. No.
Yeah, I was a bit like that. Do I want it? Do I want to watch it? I started watching it and it were a bit long-winded at start, and I'm like, so I left it and moved on to going back to another series or something. Watching that.
Well, the new Star Wars ends with
Man versus Bee on next. That's the Rowan Atkinson thing, isn't it?
The Man v Bee.
Yes, Rowan Atkinson did a series or a film. I think it's a film. Yeah.
So is it going to be going up against a bee in a boxing match or something?
No, it's from the clips. He's.
Is it going to be Bee from Prisoner Cell Block 8? Because we want to go up against her.
Where he goes, he's looking after a house or cleaning a house or something, and there's a bee in there that he doesn't like, and it's almost a bit of. It's not, but it is Mr. Bean sort of character-esque. The comedy in it, but it looks all right, yeah.
He's trying to remain Mr. Bean without doing any more Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, Mr. Bean was good when it first came out, Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
When he puts his towel down and starts dancing. Get bus fare home. Any shinies? No, Steve hasn't found any shinies this week. There's not a great deal out. To be fair,
I'm always looking during the week just to see if there's anything so I can mark it down for that. But
I expect it will be season 5, mate. That it's going to be the last series. I don't think they can squeeze much more out of it. To be honest with you,
I heard they were calling it a day here, but
no 5. I read the same as Steve. I think there's 5, and I think that's going to be it on Stranger Things. They can't take it much further.
Hopefully they don't do a Game of Thrones and just ruin it all in the final season.
Yeah. I don't think they could. I don't think they can. Watching this series, there's not much more they can. But yeah, going back to Steve saying about Chinese, mate. Sorry, breaking you off there.
Totally lost. I totally listened to it. I've totally lost my train of thought.
You saying that you watched John in the week to see if there's any signings?
Yeah, I'm always looking during the week to see if there's anything about it, so I can mark it down ready for tonight's show. But
yeah, Grateful Ant. He Lee Evans did Mousetrap. It was years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
One film that I would never watch, Lee Evans, because I don't like Lee Evans.
But he's not very Lee Evans-ish in the film, like.
I don't like him at all. I don't think he's funny. I think he's very much like a Norman Wisdom, just a 2000 version of Norman Wisdom. Nicky Maynard bought a shiny this week. Steam Creator Romanizer V2 Advanced Kit for £35. Very nice. Go on, Josh, you were going to say?
Nope.
Sorry.
That was it. What Steve's got is catching. What other comedians do you like?
I do. Me, myself.
Yeah. I
like old school. I like Roy Chubby Brown. I do like him. I like Peter Kay. I don't mind Sarah. Is it Sarah Milligan? I think she can be quite funny sometimes. I think she's quite funny. Because she doesn't seem... She looks like Papa stuck up and thingy and that lot, but when she starts talking and taking mic, it's quite funny as that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's quite fun. I saw, if you watched Britain's Got Talent this week, that guy that won it Friday night? I thought he was quite funny, actually. Where he were... I don't know if you watched Britain's Got Talent. If some people might not be watching it tonight, because Britain's Got Talent's on finals on tonight, like.
Oh, no, I did see... That witch in the auditions, I saw that on YouTube. That was scary.
Yeah, the second one was crap.
Yeah.
Second one was crap, but the first one were pretty good. The first witch one were good. The second one were pants. They brought another guy in and he wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Hey up my duck saying, speaking of shinies, anyone seen anything about the Vape Berserker V3? No, I haven't, mate. I think it's a little bit short. No, I think I've seen it. It's a little bit shorter. I don't think it's as tall as the other one.
I'm not sure what it... I haven't seen any reviews on it yet, or how it performs and that.
So need to have a look out for it. To be fair, but you sort of stick to your like I say. I've got a mouth to lung that I quite enjoy. I quite like Solo myself. I know there's a couple that brought out with new air tap pins. Thinking about work, new air with pins in. My duck says I went this long without knowing Britain's Got Talent were on it.
Yeah, but you think it's Britain's Got Talent, but then you find out that bunnies. You find out that half the people that are on it aren't even from Britain. It's like, well, how's it Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah, I do sometimes get to see that. John Vaping Joker likes Chubby Brown. I've seen him a couple of times, Chubby Brown, to be honest with you. Saw him at Batley Frontier and I saw him at the Blackpool.
One comedian I saw a little while ago, he passed away a little while ago, was Jethro.
All right, yeah.
Because he obviously before lockdown and that, he played in a place called Ben Hall in rugby, and he was quite funny. But it was quite good because before the show, he was just in the foyer, just having chats to people, and he was quite funny. He did the bit where he walked on stage with this hat that looks like a fox. It's got the ears and the tail and stuff, and he's wearing that. And he said, "Well, I told the missus where I was playing tonight," and she goes, "Where the fox at?" Oh, I was like, "Oh, fucking hell." Yeah, but no, he was quite fun. I mean, he took my mum and dad, and had to go along because my dad used to love him when he was about a lot more a few years ago, and that. So
yeah,
he was quite good. Yeah.
What gets me is, right, if you know you're going to watch a comedian, because there's been a load of controversy about Jimmy Carr being, because he did one and he goes off on stuff, doesn't he? He talks about Holocaust and things like that, which, yeah, it's not a funny thing. Do you know what I mean? I understand that. But if you go, you're going to see him, and you're probably going to be offended, don't go.
Yeah, exactly.
He's plain and simple, isn't it?
But at the end of the day, he's just trying to do it for a bit of a laugh. That's all it is. He's not going along to be racist or anti-Semitic or whatever it is, and this, that, and the other. He's just, because the thing is, you got to know Jimmy Carr. He got that line where you shouldn't cross, and he likes to sort of slightly dip his head over it.
Yeah.
Whereas I've heard people when seen that Frankie Boyle, and they went to see him, and they said half an hour in there was people getting up and walking out because there's that line, and Frankie Boyle just jogs straight past it.
Yeah, exactly. But if you know, if you go, I haven't seen him for a while, mate. Nicky and I hadn't seen him for a long, long while. We hadn't seen him before Christmas. But last time we talked to Jay, he's doing all right. I know he's doing all right, but he's just not. He's just not into it anymore. He might come back at some point when he's a bit more time of that. Duck says Jimmy Carr's hilarious. He pushes boundaries, but only really offensive stuff. He lines up jokes and lets you finish it in your own head. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, exactly. I saw him a few years ago and he was brilliant. So
yeah, but if you're gonna go to something like that, then you're gonna be offended. Then don't go. Just don't waste your money and then complain about it on Twitter and
it's like going to see Iron Maiden play and go. They were a bit loud, weren't they?
Yeah. Oh, all they played were heavy metal music.
Yeah.
It's like going to, I don't know, an Eminem concert and going, that guy couldn't sing.
Yeah. Like
all he's doing is talking in a rhyme.
Yeah.
I tell you what I did 2 years ago. I went to see, and if you haven't seen it, it is a really funny film. It's got what do you call it in it? Oh, what's it called? Do you know when it's in your head and you forget about it? Big lad comes from St Helens. We're in Benidorm.
Oh no, Johnny Vegas, no.
Johnny Vegas, yes. You've seen Sex Life of a Potato Man.
Yeah, I think I've seen it when it came out.
Yeah, I went to the pictures to see that. Right, so obviously the title's there, Sex Life of the Potato Man. You know it's going to be somewhere that's not going to be. It's Johnny Vegas. It's going to be near the knuckle in it. Do you know what I mean? You know it's going to be like that. Within 5 minutes of the film, I bet probably about 20% of the audience got up and walked out. And I'm like, why? Why have you come? It's in the title. You know who he is. Why would you go watch a film?
Even if it's in some description, you don't know what you're letting yourself in for. Why don't? Because everyone has a smartphone. Everyone has a tablet.
Well, this will be before smartphones, mate. We're still on the braille.
But even the Jimmy Carr thing. Why can't you just look him up before you go?
Yes.
And then you know what you're getting yourself in for. And then if you don't want to go, don't buy the ticket.
Yeah, I think it's because we've got too many snowflakes around at the moment that are offended by absolutely everything. So
yes, I'm offended because you're offended that he's offended that he's offended. That's basically what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's one comedian I want to go and see, but that is Mickey Flanagan. You know, the Cockney guy with the long hair. I wouldn't mind going to see him. Yeah.
Who did I go and see? Full of one-liners. He was on the Mock of the Week.
Stuart Francis.
No. Curly hair.
Yeah, I know you mean. I've got his name. Yeah, I can't think of his name.
No, I can't. But yeah, we went to see him. He came down to the Isle of Wight. We went to see him, and he, like, as soon as he started one joke, you laughed at that joke, and then he was on to the next one, and he was still laughing at the first one.
Yeah.
So it was really hard to.
We're quite lucky from where we are. About 20 minutes drive away, you've got the Warwick Arts Centre. It's in the university grounds. And that they always have like big name comedians going there. I've seen like Bill Bailey, Jimmy Carr there, Sean Locke, Greg Davis, and the one we saw a little while ago was what's his face, Jack D.
All right, yeah.
And it's a good little venue because you go in the main room, even if the stage is there and you're sitting in the back row, they're there. You still got good view and you can hear everything. That's always a good little venue we go to because, like I said, 20 minutes down the road and after 6 o'clock it's free parking. So
That's all right. Kaiser saying that Mickey Flanagan is quality. Hip Hop saying Flanagan, Peter Kay, brilliant. He's supposed to be doing a tour next year, isn't he, again?
Is it?
Well, Peter Kay.
Yes, Peter Kay. I was gutted. I actually bought his tickets. We got tickets to go see him, and he cancelled because he just went AWOL, didn't he?
Right.
But I think if Mickey Flanagan comes along, he'll start doing all the big arenas and stuff.
Yeah, well, they do in Bradford at the. There's a little theatre that does a lot of comedians in there. Like I say,
There's
Jimmy Carr's been on there and that.
I don't know whether they still do now, but there's up in Birmingham City Centre, there's a place called the Glee Club. It's a comedy club.
All right, yeah.
And there's a lot of them that the big names will do smaller gigs to test out material. And I know you said you don't like him beforehand, but years ago I was going to see Lee Evans at the NIA in Birmingham, and we parked up, and as we were going up, 2 friends of ours that we know from when we used to go down the hockey, they were going the other way, and they were going to the Glee Club to see what's that? What's this posh guy? That always looks Chinese.
Michael McIntyre.
Yeah, he was.
Bloody hell, that's a bit racist.
But he was doing his like testing out.
Testing
sort of,
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Swamp Thing seen Cannon and Ball years ago, cracked me up. I don't say Ball with Peter Kay. First show amazing, second show it was okay. After that I couldn't watch him. Cannon and Ball. I tell you who was supposed to be really, really good that went on for ages. If you wanted a night out, Ken Dodd.
It's typical man.
Ken Dodd, yeah.
Honest to God, right? Ken Dodd was supposed to be really, really blue. People would take the kids to go see him, but he'd be on for about 5 hours. He wouldn't go off. He'd go. It was started at like 8:30, and it'd be 12 o'clock before you were coming out.
Yeah,
because he'd just keep going on and on and on and on and on, and he'd get bluer and bluer apparently.
Yeah, probably a couple of them. Sorry, Josh. Milton Jones. Sorry, I've just had to Google it because it was bugging me then.
Yeah.
Apparently, we don't say he's not even got a shout out by Chris Ramsey. He says you don't know how bad a show can go until you've done the Jongleurs in Nottingham.
Oh God!
But that used to be the older thing, didn't it? Because they used to do, obviously years ago, they'd do the club circuit. Batley Frontier were the biggest one of the big ones round here where I am, and you'd get big names on in there. But they do the club circuit, and they say that you go to some of these clubs and you just nothing.
Yeah,
because all things would be sat there like that.
Yeah, it's like Mike Haynes was saying there. Billy Connolly, I'd love to have seen him live.
Yes.
Swamp Thing. Ricky Gervais is one of my favourites.
Do you know?
I'm not that keen on him.
He's a man that gets into a lot of controversy as
well. He does get in a lot of controversy because he's not bothered at what he says, is he?
Mm-mm. That's the reason why I like him. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's all.
We used to have a Jongleurs in Leeds till it shut down. We used to have 2 comedy clubs in Leeds, but they both shut down.
There used to be one in Birmingham. I don't know whether it's still there and that, but
you used to go you could get the like a chicken and chips in a basket thing and a beer and get shoved. You know?
Yeah, but I said there's that comedy club in Birmingham called the Glee Club. I remember the first time I went there, I said to Mum, "Oh, there's a few of us going out Saturday night. We're going to the Glee Club." And she went, "The where?" I went, "Glee Club."
Yeah.
Not the gay club.
We're not going down the wrong end, Mum.
Or saying that where the Glee Club is, it's about 300 yards away from the gay quarter in Birmingham, so I can see a confusion. But
zip it, you're all right. Cloudchuck saying, do you remember Johnny Vegas in the show Ideal? There was a character called Cartoon Head in that show. No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
So the only thing I've seen Johnny Vegas in is that didn't he do the PG Tips advert? My fingers are right.
With Monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey. Hey,
yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've seen him in.
Do you know what's Benidorm?
No.
Have you never watched? Oh man, first few series of Benidorm are classic.
we've been to the outside the hotel where they filmed it. when we went
All right,
a few years ago. I had no idea, but my wife likes it. And she goes, "Oh, there it is." I was like,
Yeah, Benidorm. Benidorm was a classic. With
never-
Jarvis in, they were good with that because they got him out of League of Gentlemen.
"Oh right, yeah."
So, because I don't know if you ever watched that League of Gentlemen. Does anybody watch League of Gentlemen? This is a village for. This is a shop for local people.
My dad used to love that, weirdly enough, but
I've been on hormone tablets for 15 months. I've got nipples like bullets.
this guy's saying that Snoop Dogg did a bottle of piss thrown at him in the Nottingham Arts Arena for being shit. Saying that, there's a place up in Birmingham, the O2 Academy 2, and they've got a main room downstairs and a smaller room upstairs. And a couple of years ago, my wife was into a group called Midland, which an American country band, but it's not all your typical lovey-dovey. It's a bit more modern stuff they do. They were all right. Anyway, we went to go and see them. But obviously, there was 2 queues because there was a gig going on in the main room, and we were going in the smaller room. So one room, you've got everyone go to see Midlands, and a few of them in their check shirts and the cowboy hats, and then a load of bad boys in the queue next to us. I thought, what's going on there? We're talking to one of them. So upstairs, you got this country and western blah blah blah, and downstairs was Cypress Hill. And I was kind of going, yeah, you enjoy yourself up there. I'm going in.
I'm going down here. I'll just slip down here. Yeah.
But where it is, got the main floor, and the little room must be upstairs. So we would stand by the wall. And so often you look. You can feel the beat of it downstairs, but
yeah, you should have just slipped out and just said, "I'm just going to the toilet," and zipped downstairs.
Yeah, but there was a few choice people that were in the crowd there. You're thinking that might get a bit dodgy inside there.
Yeah.
They have a load of bad boys. Sort of.
Yeah. If I was saying last time we saw Jay Vegas was in somewhere called Ice Cream Van or something. Yeah, I've not seen that one. I think he did a few, like say BBC Three. Cloud Chucker says it was on. I think he did a few on there. So one thing says yes, League of Gentlemen was a classic.
Yeah, I think some of the stuff that from what I remember, some of the stuff they did in there now, you probably won't be able to get away with.
Well, I tell you what's as bad as that. He's what is it? Little Britain.
Yeah, it's banned that, isn't it? Yeah.
Little Britain. When you watch it back, he's very, very flying close to the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they did try in some of the sketches. They were trying to put across the stereotype of people in it. Like, yeah.
Yes. It's a bit like the airplane one they did. That was same.
Yeah, the airport. Yeah,
Come fly with me.
Yeah, that was same. That was, very much so.
I loved it. I loved it.
Cloud Chucker saying what we're vaping on. I'm vaping on the Drag 3 with the Crown 4. I'm vaping on the Aegis Solo with the Arbiter Solo and the Aegis Max with the Arbiter 2. It's a misbeginning show.
And then Enduro Pro, Wire Ice Launcher, and then the Gen 200 with the Kremeld 2 on top. That's what I'm making on. And Joshua's got his gate tank.
Argus GT. It's my missus. She chose this, but I've nicked it off her.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was rainbow.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
I like the flavour, so.
Yeah, at the end of the day, as long as it does what
as
you want.
As long as it vapes, it doesn't matter what colour it is, does it? You embrace that LBGTQ.
YMCA, ABC.
Yeah. Hey, we don't say Cloud Chucker Forum next we're all vaping on disposables. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good segue while we're just talking about the Gen 3. Is we will go on to the car boot sale. Car boot, if I can find it. Where's the car boot? Car boot sale.
Hey up, it's Benny's car boot sale.
So if you go over to Mrs. Flatcap, this is their site, Vaping Style. Got a couple of little bargains on there, and this is one of them, the Hell Vape Rebirth RDA. I don't know what colours you can get it in, Steve.
Let's have a look for you. So we know we got it in black, and black. Oh no, here we go. Full piano black. Okay.
Silver.
Gunmetal. Silver. Blue. Purple.
And a rainbow. So they've got all the colours in. £12. £12 over there.
Yeah, go and check it out. We got the honour of meeting Mrs. Flatcap at the
did.
expo. She's a lovely lady.
Do so. Go over and show them support.
Yeah.
The next one is over at Vaping 101. They've got a few deals on at the moment. Vaping 101, I've got the Asgard, got the Valkyria Mini, sort of side, 25 ITA, for the $36.99. Very reasonable, $36.99. I think they've got them all in
Must be
stock.
quite good from what I've heard of that. Encompassed by an autumn insert. Oh dear, that'll upset a few people.
It will, but yeah, so if you want to go over there, they have got that there at the minute. $36.99, which is pretty cheap because I think everybody else is about $45, $50 at the moment. Also on Vaping 101, you can get, Steve has got this on the weekly sale. He's got the Vaporesso Gen 200 mod, which is a new one.
Yeah.
Which is the new one. They have only got it in silver. It is a reasonable £25. Very reasonable £25 there. I don't think that is a bad price over at Vaping 101, but it is only in silver. That's all you can get, which is... did you get yours in the gunmetal one, Steve?
Gunmetal, yeah.
Yeah. So they've only got it in silver, but for £25, for the dual battery 18650, that hasn't been out that long. It's only been out about a month.
Yeah, it's a good price. Good price.
For £25, I don't think that is a bad price.
Mm.
So yeah, so go over to Vaping 101. Also, for you high-end people, there you go. You can get that Hammer of God, DNA 400, Vapor Cloud, and Suicide mods. They have only got that one in. Is a Berry Trail, which is $179.99. This was £200 at the expo. Because I think Mr. TVP picked up the Pennywise one.
Okay, now what?
Wait, £200 at the expo, mate. For the same mod. For the same mod,
yeah,
200 quid.
Yeah. I mean, if you've got the money.
I think if I had the money, I'd get one.
Yeah. So, yes, this was... but the fact say they've only got in this Berry Trail.
Betrayal. Is it betrayal? No.
Betrayal? Is it Bear Trail? Trail? Don't know.
Betrayal. Yeah, betrayal. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, if you do want to go, if you do fancy one of them, it is a bit pricey, like I say, it's $179, but it is cheaper than what it was at the Expo. Which it's, like I say, it's 20 quid cheaper, isn't it? So
Is it CC, Mike Haynes?
400 watts, yeah, I think it's a DNA. It's got a what is it, a lipo pack in it, hasn't it? So I bought that, so it helped me bought that and the Pennywise one. I don't think they've got the Pennywise in stock anymore, this.
No, I think...
As we speak...
Oh, it's a quad. It's a quad 18650. So it's not a thing, it's a quad.
4 batteries.
Yeah.
DNA 400. Yeah. I know. I think it was it Lethal Coils who had the? I think it was the original Hammer of God. You'd love that.
Well, if you do go on this site, you can get the Hammer of God on here as well. They have got that for 100 and something. So yeah, they've got that. They've got two. They're having a bit of a sale on their Vapors Cloud stuff. So if you do go on there, there's a couple more on there. They've got the Hammer of God. I think that's 109, I think. Which is not a bad price. So yeah, so that's your car boot list this week. So looking around. Also, while we're on, do go over to our sponsors, which is Hip Hop Juice. They do have some sales on. Some really good sales if you go over there. Have a look. I think he's just finished the sale. If you do want to buy anything from there, you can use N.U.V.S for 12% off. So go over and check them out. Also, go over and check cloudcartel.co.uk, which you can go over and buy all your coils from there. If you use Benny 10, you get 10% off his coils. You can also use BV20 for 20% off at Dispergo.
Stuart Valentine, good evening.
Yeah, mate. The Orgies Para Series, 2 series running in parallel. Apparently. So yeah, they've got them over there. You have a look. They've got a couple of things, but I just thought we'd bring that out because, like I say, I know it was 200 quid on that side. So yeah, so we've been talking about comedians. No one's put their favourite comedians in chat. Let us know what your favourite comedian is.
I have to say, my favorite comedian is Lee Mack.
Yeah, I'd love to see him live because he's that quick-witted, isn't he?
I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him live. He's one of the best out there. He's like you said, he's so quick. Like with hecklers especially, like he's just that.
Didn't he?
I suppose you have to be, but he's very on the spot.
Yeah.
Didn't he? They were saying that on the party thing, Jubilee party last night, because he come out after Queen was on to sort of introduce it, and he went a bit off script.
Oh,
He
right.
goes, "Welcome to the party outside the gates." So it's a different party gate that we got tonight, or something like that. And it was just like, I'd love to have seen Boris's face.
Yeah. Stuart Valentine saying Billy Connolly. He'd love to. We've just been on about that. Nice to say. Do you know what I'd have loved to have seen? Right. I don't know if you've watched it at all, but Eddie Murphy when he was in his prime, when he was doing stand up, because if you watch Raw or Delirious, it is funny as hell.
Yeah,
Richard Pryor as well. I think he was.
Richard Pryor, yeah.
I mean, Eddie Murphy was a bit before my time. I only remember him from Shrek as a kid. But obviously, I heard that in his prime he was.
Oh, mate, honestly, if you get a chance to watch it, watch Delirious. Raw's all right. Delirious is better. Delirious was the first one I ever saw him in. I was just laughing from the start to the finish. Yeah, Muggy saying Raw was epic when it was fresh. Yeah, honestly, when I first just Delirious, watch Delirious. If you can get to watch it, watch it. It's better than Raw. Raw's a bit more tamer. He'd got a bit more, but Delirious were when he sort of started off. Do you know what I mean? Delirious was his first. Raw was his second. 100% Delirious was first.
I used to work with a Irish chap, and we were talking, and he said he met Brendan O'Carroll.
I don't know that. Who's that? Brendan O'Carroll?
Mrs. Brown.
Oh, Mrs. Brown. I don't like Mrs. Brown, boys.
But he said when you meet the guy in person, it is just non-stop jokes.
Right.
It doesn't stop. Like every other line is jokes.
I think with Mrs. Brown, I think when it first came out, I thought it was really funny. Then after a while, it was sort of like
it's got a bit dry now.
No problem, Salador.
It has got a bit dry. I used to love it, but yeah, it has got a bit dry.
Yeah, Gunny Goo Goo. What the fuck's Gunny Goo Goo? Honestly, watch it, Delirious, man. Honestly, watch it. What the fuck is Gunny Goo? Oh, honestly, watch it. You'll see why he suddenly became really, really big in comedy films. You know, in films like, what is it? What's that one where he's rowing a boat and he's going to go paddle his ass? Golden Child. That's another one that makes it because he does it off cut. Like Freddie Starr was crap. Yes, I saw Freddie Starr in Blackpool, and oh my god, he was I didn't laugh at all because I'd heard all his jokes before. Just heard them all, and it wasn't funny. It was like being in 1970s. Yeah, it was just like being in 1970s. It wasn't even funny. I just sat there like that, thinking, "Wow, I've paid to see this shit."
My uncle was saying he went to see Billy Connolly and he said he didn't laugh at all.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? Sometimes you get a perspective that it's going to be good and it's not.
Said he loved him on TV and everything else like that.
Yeah.
But
but Elby Duck says, what is it? Chair, can you understand Sarah Milligan and Bill's put? All I understand Benny was getting some of Bobo stuff. It's much easier.
Bob Cold and Spit the Dog.
Spit the Dog. I love myself now.
Yeah, I remember when he was about, because this is way before your time, Josh. Tis was.
Oh, Tis was, man.
Because my mum and dad bought me and my sister a ticket, so the one shown of it, we were sitting in the audience watching it. Yeah.
Tis was, never did it.
Me and my sister, because you always see people wearing silly clothes and that, so we all wore mismatched stupid clothes and that. We turned up to the studios, there was only me and my sister dressed like fucking idiots, weren't they? Everyone was just normal. Like.
I tell you what, obviously Tiz was, but late at night they did TOT. Did you not see? Did you never see it late night?
I was too young at the time. No.
They did a late night version of Tiz was. Yes,
Oh,
it
right.
was. Yes, it was a little bit near the knuckle. Joe Valentine says he saw Billy, got up to take a leak, and he got stuck into me for half an hour.
Yeah, Michael Lowe, Stuart Francis, one-liners. Yeah, saw him at Wildcard Centre. He's good. Like, you know, he's coming out the one-liners that were funny, but then after the show, you can't remember any of them. It's just like, you know.
I'd like to go to. Is it Edinburgh that does the comedy? The comedy
Fringe Festival.
Yeah, the festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to go and see one of them.
Yeah.
I watched the thing on telling about it because Jimmy Carr were a big, and Alan Carr went up, and he put his posters up, and he just put Carr, and they all thought they were coming in to see Jimmy Carr. Because I got the same surname, haven't they? So people were going in and thinking it was Jimmy Carr, and it wasn't Alan Carr.
I can watch a bit of Alan Carr, but he just gets irritating after a while. I don't think I can see a show of his.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go and see him. Like
bits and pieces on YouTube and stuff like that are fine, but I don't think I'll go and see a full show. One comedy show I used to love as a kid was the Mighty Boosh.
I like what's his name, Noel
Fielding.
I like him when he's doing stuff like Bake Off and that, but that show's just. I think he had to take a bit of LSD or something to watch that.
It was batshit. It was batshit. Yeah.
Cloudchuck saying back in the day they had topless darts. They did have topless darts.
I saw an interview with Noel Field, and he said with the Mighty Boosh it took like to season 3 for people to go, oh, I know what this is about. This for people to catch up.
He's saying, what batteries do you recommend for the Zeus X?
18. Well, they got to be 18650.
They have 18650s.
Molly cell are pretty good.
Molly's putting in. Molly cells are the best in MP. I actually use Molly cells in my 21700, but I have some Samsung, the pink ones.
Pink ones.
Yeah. I have some of them.
What Samsung did another, or were they discontinued? I think they were discontinued actually. Samsung 25, was it 25Rs or something?
Them ones.
Ah, right.
Yeah. There's the Sony VTC5s. Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah, Fogstar. Mike Haynes just said Fogstar. Fogstar are really good, so pop on there. Yeah. Really good for prices as well, Fogstar.
Yeah, they are really good. If you use, I think it's POTV, you get 20% off. Not the 15 that they sent, but if you use Planet of the Vapes 20, you get 20% off. POTV.
There we go.
Everybody's saying Vepsala repackaged Samsung Molicel P26A. That's what Chasing Clouds is saying.
Yeah.
But like I say, I use the pink one. I've used them for years. Samsung, the good before, because I used them before Molicel came out. So I don't mind them ones.
Yeah.
Exactly. POTV for 20% off.
There we go.
Yeah, everybody's putting it in POTV 20. Everybody knows code. Everybody knows. You buy from Fogstar, everybody knows the code. Don't wait till Fogstar Friday. Get it 20% off. Mogulve saying Molicel support vaping publicly. Yeah, they do. And Mooch says they're really good batteries. So you got
unlike Samsung, who don't really like you using
None of them do. Sony don't. None of them do. None at mainstream like you using them because they don't want to be associated with anything if it goes wrong. That's their thing.
Yeah.
They put a stop on people using. I think it was Samsung not Samsung, Sony. That they couldn't get them for a while because they put a kibosh on them saying they do not endorse it. So yeah.
Each to their own, I guess.
But if you are going to get them from a reputable battery company.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Do you know the battery MX Joe. No, don't bother with that, mate. No one's heard of them. Go for something reputable. We've just give you a few of them. Molicel, Samsung, Sony. Stick with them, mate. Don't go with anything. They need to be high drain batteries. So good amperage on them and everything. So yeah. You get them from Fogstar. Just type it in a Google, Fogstar, and you can get them. They'll ship them out to you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Life, yeah. Good.
Yeah, MX Joe, I wouldn't use them, frankly. I wouldn't use them, no. Yeah, don't buy Trustfire. Don't buy anything other than what we've recommended, mate. 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Battery safety.
There you go. Go on to ECF forum, Electronic Cigarette Forum, and look for Mooch. He has got a blog there, all the reputable vendors, so you'll have one for your area on there that do the best batteries. But just stick to what we've told you, mate. You don't trust anything that we've not told you, because you need it to be a reputable battery.
Need your batteries. The most important thing in a vape is a battery. You don't want a battery to go wrong.
No.
Yeah.
So, Fogstar 100%. If they'll ship. I'm sure they ship to Europe. Because people buy them from there. Yeah, people buy them from there. Yeah. Or call into your local vape shop. If you go into your local vape shop, I'm sure they'll have Molicels, or they'll have Sonys, or they'll have the Samsungs in.
Yeah.
Buy it from there. Get some advice on how to use the batteries, how to safely use them, how to safely charge them, battery wraps and everything. Because there's a lot more into it than just sticking some batteries in and away you go, mate. Yeah. So yes, go into your local vape shop. I'm sure you'll have one in Luxembourg, a local vape shop that will help you out. 100%. So on that note, it's gone really quick. We're nearly up to past. So we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with Josh.
Okay, thank you very much for popping in, everybody. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. So thank you so much for popping in, and thanks for all the questions as well. It's been really good. Some interaction in there. Some really good. Steve, Benny, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for joining us.
Don't forget to check. Can't speak. Don't forget to check out the LBVS, which is on tomorrow night with myself, Steve, and the wonderful Ian from Above the Clouds. So don't forget to check us out tomorrow. And see you same time, same place next week.
You're just asking if Molicel will be white. They were that sort of colour.
Yeah,
light
grey.
Yeah. It's great.
Like a light grey.
Yeah. Steve.
Thanks, sir. Like Josh said, thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a bit of a giggle and quite interesting what people have had to say, and obviously thank you for all the advice that everyone's given Mourinho. Very good. Josh, Benny, thank you very much, sir.
No problems.
They said don't forget to join me and Josh tomorrow night on the Laid Back Vape Show, where we talk about all things British, anything from vaping side of it to some other funny stuff that you'll see tomorrow night. And then you'll catch me back on here on the Northern Union Vape Show in 2 weeks' time, because I'm not here next week because I've the week after, because I've finally got my operation, unless the buggers cancel it again.
It could happen there. It could happen there, mate. Good luck with everything for next Monday then. Hope it all goes well.
Yeah, thank you for that. So Benny, I'll leave it with you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone in chat. Do go over to watch the Late Night Vape Show. It will be on in sort of 5 minutes. If you are looking on Google Food, just type in the Late Night Vape Show and you'll find it on there. That's with Mick and Bill. They'll be on in probably about 5 minutes. They will be on. Also, you can find me on a Wednesday night with the UK Liquid Mixing Show. If you do fancy a little bit of mixing, learn a bit of DIY, come and join us. Also, don't forget to check out the boys tomorrow night on the Layback Vape Show, talking all things British, as I've just said. So thank you all in chat. You have been amazing. You have been stars, as always. And we'll see you again next Sunday. It may just be me. Josh might be. It depends what we're doing. We might get a guest on. We don't know yet. It might just be me on my own. We'll see. So we'll see you, hopefully, next Sunday. Good night. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Keep waving, I can't find outro.
Bye.